Hi, I'm Kaylee. I'm from the UK and now living in the Netherlands. I first discovered Smile Dental, I think it was about 6 years ago, on Instagram. So I came here 5 years ago to have my upper jaw makeover, which was crowns. And I decided to leave my lower jaw for a little while. Anyway, I was coming back here on a family holiday and decided that I need to get my lower jaw makeover complete. So I got back in touch with the clinic, spoke to the same people who I'd already met 5-6 years ago, and we had a consultation. And then when I arrived in Turkey, they picked me up from the airport. So that experience was already super nice because I was traveling alone. And when you land into a different country alone, sometimes it can be a bit nerve-wracking. But as soon as I got out the airport, you know, the sign was there with my name. I was put into this beautiful private, I suppose, taxi, and I was brought to the clinic. Actually, no, I was brought to my hotel at first. And then I rested in the hotel for a few hours, didn't have anything on that day. So then I came into the clinic the following morning. So in the morning, I was picked up from my hotel, came into the clinic, and then I had x-rays. I was greeted by the team in a really nice, friendly way. It was just how I remembered it 5 years ago. Same team, same smiles, same energy. It was really nice. And it honestly felt like I was coming home. Yeah, it was so nice. And then from there, I went through a series of consultations with my patient coordinator. She was outstanding. The friendliness, the genuine warmth and desire to meet my goals as a patient was just outstanding, really outstanding. We spent time talking about what I wanted to achieve. We spent time talking about options, and then we went through pricing, really transparent, super easy to understand. We spoke about, you know, warranty and aftercare and things like that. Then I was taken to a private room in the clinic. You have your own private room here. It's really nice. Anything you need is there. Throughout the day of my first treatment, this was quite an intense day because there was a lot of work to do. I had 2 extractions, I had a bridge created, and then I also had crowns as well. So quite an extensive process. But all throughout that day, I was really cared for. One of the guys here even went out and to get me some food before my treatment, which was really nice and unexpected. During the treatment itself, I felt really calm. The dentist was very professional, very friendly. At all stages, I was checked if I was doing okay. My actual treatment time in the room was probably about an hour, which went so fast because you are numbed, you don't feel anything, it's just a bit noisy. And then you have these, well, I got these like temporary teeth put in, and then I had a day to heal. So I went off to my hotel again on the Thursday. I rested in the hotel the whole day. I was able to eat some foods, which was quite nice. And then I came back in for my first fitting. And that experience was amazing. The fitting itself took some time, and the dentist continuously was checking the details. So she was saying, bite, open, bite, open. She was telling me all about the bite and how to make it like a complete look, a complete finish. And she just kept on checking and taking it out and putting it back in. The detail is outstanding. And as somebody who runs an agency all about customer experience, I really appreciated the level of detail that the team went into. It made such a difference. By the end of the first fitting, we had got my smile, I suppose, finished and designed. It then needed to go back off to the lab for like final polishing and some final details. And then a few hours later, literally 3 hours later, everything was fitted. I'm super happy. It's settling really well. I have no pain. The whole time I've been here, I have taken 3 painkillers. That's it. Of course, everybody's different, but I was really happy with how my body responded. I think it makes a big difference if you take care of your health as well, in terms of, you know, no smoking, no alcohol, eating good foods, and just resting, like listen to your body and rest. So overall, Smile Dental is the best dentist I've ever been to in my life. I've had a lot of treatments throughout my life. I had orthodontics as an adult, and I would say in terms of the service, the product, the experience, the feeling of reassurance that you get with Smile Dental, it's outstanding, and I highly recommend that you get in touch with a clinic. Thank you, Smile Dental, for my new smile.